Hello, I'm Vonda High, and welcome back to Joyful Weddings. Today we're going to talk about how you select a photographer for your wedding. Picking a photographer is very important, as your photographs are what you have after the wedding to keep all of your memories. So picking a photographer that you like, that shoots the style that you want, that fits your budget, is a very, very important decision. Photographers are artists. They use camera as a medium. And in the same way that you can go to a museum and you can see a Rembrandt, a Monet, a Salvador Dali, those are all masters at their craft, but you might only like a Monet hanging up in your apartment. Same way with wedding photographers. They will all have slightly different styles, and you need to find one that touches your soul. When you look at their work, you feel inspired. You feel it's beautiful. It is what you want to have your wedding to look like. And that photographer will take their creativity and their artistry and bring that to your day and allow your wedding to be captured in that way. Photographers can either be professional or non-professional. A professional photographer is going to be someone who's used to shooting weddings, understands the pacing, what's demanded, what's important to capture at the end of the day, those moments where when a bride is looking at the proofs, they always go, "Oh my God, thank you for getting that. Oh, that is so wonderful. I love that moment and you were able to capture it." A non-professional wedding photographer might be a fabulous photographer and their work is beautiful, but they won't necessarily understand the flow of a wedding, the different elements that are important, and that they always need to capture every toast. They need to be there for that moment when the father sees his daughter for the first time. All of those emotional components that are very important to capture in your day. As with anything creative, there are many different styles. There are photographers who will want things to look very formal. Line everybody up, have them looking at the camera, smile, heads tilted in just the right way, hands positioned properly, and you shoot a beautiful formal portrait. There are other photographers who are more documentary in their style, and they will follow everyone around and just shoot and document what happens to the day of the wedding. Both ways of shooting a wedding are perfect. There's no wrong way. It just will depend upon how you want your day to be captured. The flow of your day is going to impact your photographer in a very great way. When you're getting ready, do you want him or her to be capturing hair and makeup, interacting with everyone? Do you want to capture what's called a first look, or will you walk down the aisle and be seen for the first time as you're walking down and meeting? How many family portraits do you want? Do you want any? Are there important people in your family, in your friend group, that you want to make sure you get a picture just with them? One thing that's important to remember is that your photographer is probably going to be with you in a very intimate way all day long. So it's very important for you to like their personality. It's not always possible, but I think it's great if you can meet the photographer that you're going to be working with. Now, sometimes that's not possible because you're hiring a studio and they will assign a photographer right before your wedding. So you're going to be sharing all of your intimate details with the representative at the studio, who then needs to express it to your photographer. But if you can, and you can meet your photographer ahead of time, getting to know them as a person and having them get to know you as a couple is really important. Now, again, this isn't always possible, but sometimes some photographers offer an engagement shoot. And they do a practice run, and sometimes those photographs are used for a welcome book, sometimes used for releases to the newspaper, sometimes as gifts to your bridal party or your parents. When you go and you visit a photographer, they will have packages, and they will be able to say, package A gives, for this amount of money, I will provide you with 8 hours of coverage. It'll be me and an assistant. You'll get proofs. I can upload them onto a password protected website, and then I will create an album for you. And all of that might be in package A for X amount of dollars. And that photographer may have 2 or 3 different packages, and sometimes the packages can range from very expensive to inexpensive. Sometimes you can hire a photographer to come and just shoot your day, and he sends you the pictures and you're done. You can also have the ability to produce your own books and albums. There are some wonderful sites on the internet right now where you can create your own wedding albums. It's a lot of work. The option of having your photographer create a professional wedding album for you is obviously an expense, but it's very often an expense well worth doing because they're beautiful and they put a lot of time and energy into constructing a beautiful album. Your photographs have the ability to either be retouched or just printed as is. Obviously, if you're going to retouch and color correct and do that kind of work, there's an expense tied to that. Some studios automatically do it and build it into the contract price. Other studios might say, we can do this for a price and it's an add-on. Well, thank you very much for watching. I hope you learned a little bit about picking a professional photographer. Join us next time as we talk about how to pick a professional videographer. Please follow me on social media. Have a good day, and we'll see you next time.